Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. Over the weekend, I went and hit some breweries up around the southern Cleveland area, I guess you would say. Probably about 30-40 minute drive south of Cleveland. One of the breweries I went to is a place I've been trying to go to for a while, and I finally made it there. And this place is called Four Paws Brewing Company. Now, Four Paws Brewing Company is actually located on the Red Wagon Farm. And the Red Wagon Farm has been around for about 50 plus years. Apparently they hold all kinds of events. They have Red Wagon Scoops, which is like their ice cream. They do a pumpkin festival. And I guess a few years ago, from what I understand, the owners of the Red Wagon Farm had started kicking around the idea of opening a bakery and a brewery in their establishment. Ran into some old friends, and the friends were talking about making a brewery, and that's how Four Paws Brewing came to be in Red Wagon Farm. Now, sometimes when you look up their beers, sometimes they'll list them as Red Wagon Brewery, sometimes they'll list them as Four Paws Brewing. But this right here is from Four Paws Brewing, and this is their Pack Leader. It's a Honey Kolsch. Now, one thing that Four Paws has said on their website is they're real big into the rescue scene, like rescuing dogs, rescuing cats. So that's really cool, and so a lot of their stuff does have some sort of dog theme to it. It's not a cat, but it's a dog. It's close enough, right? Love supporting breweries that reach out, do rescues, and help out our furry friends. But this brewery is really cool. I mean, it's literally on a farm. You're in a big pole barn. It's a really cool space. Really cool spot. They had an indoor area, outdoor area. Really big place too. And there was a lot of people there that night. And the beers I had there were all very good beers. So I decided to grab a beer to go, and this is the beer I had. Like I said, this is the Pack Leader Honey Kolsch. And like I said, it's from Four Paws Brewing. And you see the dogs on the can there. Pretty cool. Now on the back of the can here, it's Ohio Craft Beer, drink beer made here, just like my sign. It's a 16-ounce can, 5.9% alcohol. And I know there's a blurb on here. It says, light and assertive, our alpha is crisp and sparkling with a touch of hoppiness. You might find some fruity notes coming through from the yeast. Never one to stand on too much tradition. A touch of local honey balances the hoppy notes in this Kolsch. Sounds good to me. So this is probably going to be a Kolsch style ale. They do have a candle date on the bottom that's clearly visible, easy to read. October 1st, 2024. So this is just over a month old, and it says woof. So let's go get on into this beer. Since this is kind of a micro brewery that's in the middle of nowhere, really. Like I said, it's down in Columbia Station, Ohio. Good luck figuring out where that is. It only gets about 193 check-ins on tap, but they give it a 3.59. Nothing on Beer Advocate, obviously. Untapped did say that this has 10 IBUs, although the IBUs are not listed on the can. And that's a fine looking beer right there. That actually smells, I don't know if this makes sense, it smells crisp and clean. I mean, you get just the tiniest bit of a hop note in there. But it just smells like a crisp, clean beer. Like a nice, crisp, clean beer kind of smell. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody out there, but that's kind of what I equate to it. And that is a little bit of haze on the glass there. You can kind of see through that. Some nice active carbonation in there. Nice, I don't know, a little bit more than a pinky's worth of fine bubbled white head. It looks almost mousse-like on the top. As far as color, if I bust out my Winemaker's Shop SRM chart. In this lighting, I'd probably give this about a 5 on the SRMs. But that is a nice looking beer. And it was definitely a nice looking brewery. I hope this beer is as good as all the other beers I have from that brewery. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. It's got a little bit of a heavier body than I expect from a Kolsch. However, it's not even close to a heavier medium body. It's on the higher end of a light body. It's a little bit heavier than I expect from a Kolsch. It does have a nice almost nondescript fruitiness to it, but it's very subtle. A little bit of hop bitterness in there, but that's not very pronounced either. And you do get some of that honey sweetness. Now, as far as true Kolsch's go, I would not consider this a true Kolsch. It's a little on the high side for alcohol. Body's a little bit heavy for that. But this is delicious. This is absolutely a delicious beer. This is just as good as all the other beers I had from them. It's clean finish. Like I said, you get a slight little, just subtle fruitiness. Some nice little honey sweetness and a little bit of hop bitterness on the back end to balance it out. But nothing strong, nothing's overpowering. It's very well balanced. This is an easy beer to drink. I can crush this real quick. 5.9% alcohol. No indication of the alcohol whatsoever on this. This would be a dangerous beer if you're thinking, oh, I'm just getting like a nice light honey Kolsch beer and crush a 4-pack of this and you'd be feeling it for sure. Yeah, I definitely give this beer big horns up. This is a great beer. If you're ever in the Cleveland area, especially south of Cleveland, come up old 71, get off around the Medina area and go find Columbia Station and the Red Wagon Farm, which is the home to the Four Paws Brewing Company. That place is amazing. It's a really cool spot. It was a fun time being there. They had a stage surrounded by hay bales. Bands were playing. And it was just a really good time. Whoa, excuse me. I hope you think I have a really good view. If you do, let me know down below. What's the craziest out in the middle of nowhere brewery you've been to? Have you been to some of these strange places that are just off the beaten path? If so, let me know. And as always, embrace the adventure.